The ascetic human life is, after all, about nothing except your own body and your own mind. We will get philosophical today. When you sometimes have, you don't have to be as intensive each and every day. You don't have to do jumping squats and squats every single day. You can do some cardio instead, like a Friday like this, instead of just always doing these more intense ones. You can do zigzag running, pulling things out, you imagine yourself pulling things out of the grass, or like a hunter, looking for tracks. It's important that you also imagine yourself being this, which will not only make it more joyous, more fun, it also starts your imagination and creativity. This is also a good time to think, of course. When I train, all my ideas basically come from here. Well, all of my recent ideas, they're more active ideas, as I call it now, because there is the passive life and there is the active life. The active life has a whole different philosophy. So my old philosophy, it's like inverted now. It is something else. And the ascetic human, it's a minimalistic lifestyle in terms of health, fitness. Fitness is actually within health, but I want to emphasize fitness because of activity and physical activity. But it's also up here. It is body and mind. But it's also all natural. We all only use natural movements. That's how we avoid injuries. That's how we avoid all the nonsense. That is how we do it. That's the ascetic human life. It's the best life. We remove everything that we don't need. We just keep our humanity. We get to the core, to the very essence and core of who we are as a species. I am pro-life because I am for life. I am for life. Don't misunderstand me here. I'm for life. I'm against death, because death for me is nothingness. It's meaninglessness. Nihilistic worldview is meaningless. This kind of life, that is meaning. This is precisely what puts meaning into life. And you gotta believe it. And when you believe it, that's when it works. If you don't believe it, of course it won't work. And more importantly, if you don't apply it, it won't work. You can't just believe it. You see, it is body and mind. It's not just mind. You can't think your way out of this. You gotta physically be active and work your way out of this. So this is where I got my ideas of higher desire, owning yourself. All my principles come from here. Actually, right here, basically. Technically, it's somewhere here. Almost exactly standing here, and having these thoughts here. My whole philosophy comes from here. The more meaningful philosophy, the one that aids life. That is the whole purpose of everything we do. Doesn't matter if it's philosophy, business, if it's YouTube, doesn't matter. It is always for life, for the advancement of life, for the advancement of our species. That's the true purpose of everything I do. That's the true purpose of what everyone is doing, actually. Except when you have a passive life. That's when you don't advance anything. And that's why most people are useless. You gotta be capable, strong. Doesn't mean that, when I said yesterday, be manly. I'm not saying hit the wall and, kill yourself for it. Don't, destroy. You shouldn't destroy yourself in the process. You can think of it this way. Like a warrior, he's usually, it's a counterbalance. Even here it is counterbalance. He goes, the warrior, imagine this medieval warrior. They know they have an upcoming war, but it's not like he's always in constant war. Now, obviously, you're always in constant war with yourself, but you're not in a war. You know, he's not always in a war every single day. Most of the days he's not in a war, but then it spikes, and then he's in a war. You see, insulin spikes once every day. You see, we fast almost every day, and then we spike insulin once. We're you know, we work and we're not as hugely intensely active all day, but we are like this for, let's say, you know, 1 hour, 2 hours. So you spike that. You see, that's how we do it here. That's the ascetic human life, a life of counterbalance. That is precisely what it is. That is precisely what it is. We eat what we need, hydration and protein, and then everything else the body will take care of everything else. You don't have to doubt your body. The body is smart. The body is intelligent. Trust your body and it will be great.